Liam.
Hi, Bev. Hi, Andrew.
Tell us about these job vacancies, 1.2 million.
Well, this is the kind of flip side to what the government was doing earlier this week. It unveiled this, you know, fair to say, very, very controversial illegal immigration bill to tackle the tens of thousands of small boats crossing the Channel unlawfully each year. But on the other hand, as a lot of the same communities who are most affected by immigration know, there is a labour shortage, whether it comes to hospitality, construction, social care. I've put some numbers up here for you to look at, Bev. We know that there are 1.2 million UK job vacancies. The UK workforce is about 30 million, so it's quite a lot. Anyone running a small business knows how difficult it is to get even staff, let alone good staff, these days. And as we can see, there's an existing visa scheme already that covers care workers, vets, civil engineers, graphic designers and certain specialist occupations. As long as you bring them in and offer them a wage at a certain level, it's about 25 grand. So you're not undercutting local workers who could do those jobs. But now ministers are proposing that they extend this kind of special visa list because the construction sector, the hospitality industry, even retailers are saying we just need more staff. We can't get the workers. Now, what the government have said to me just in the last few minutes is that they accept that this proposal is on the table, but no decision has yet been made. There is still discussions going on at the top of government whether or not this visa scheme that exists for care workers, vets, civil service, alongside this special one that's seasonal for agricultural workers, which has been going for years and years, whether or not that is going to be extended. And this is the kind of nexus of this immigration debate, isn't it?
Isn't it?
A lot of people, you know, Gary Lineker's got 8 million Twitter followers, right? And yet polls show that over half the UK's 55 million strong electorate actually want the small boat issue sorted in a humane way. You know, most of those people aren't on Twitter. But on the other hand, people do know if they're looking for social care, if they're looking for construction workers, it's really, really tough.
But there's still a large number of people unemployed, Liam, claiming benefits. How come they're not doing these jobs?
Because there are kind of geographic and occupational mismatches. That's sort of economist speak, but just hear me out. There are lots and lots of jobs in the UK that are going, those 1.2 million vacancies, but they're often in parts of the country where people who aren't working don't live and, frankly, can't afford to live, Andrew. And also, that 1.2 million job vacancies, it includes highly skilled jobs where there's just a skill shortage. So there's a mismatch of skills, there's a mismatch of where people are who need work compared to where the work often is. And, you know, if people have grown up in a certain part of the country, they just might not have it in them to move to another part of the country in order to get those jobs. And that's where the mismatches come in. And, yeah, there are quite a lot of unemployed people who are still on benefits, but unemployment as a whole is, as you know, a historic low. It's sort of 3–4% compared to, you know, 10–12% when we were kids. And this is the problem. We have got skills shortages, we want a fair and decent immigration system, and we want to stop unlawful immigration. A very difficult conundrum for ministers.
It's a difficult balance to get right in the run-up to an election.